Operation Crimson Hook. A hostage situation has developed at a meatpacking facility in Pilar, Argentina. In response to a request from the Argentine government, Rainbow is being deployed to resolve the situation. Your mission is to secure the hostages and eliminate their captors.
According to police reports, a night watchman interrupted some intruders in the act of destroying company records at the plant. He was killed, but not before he managed to call the police. When the cops arrived, however, they found that the burglars had taken hostages, including a few night shift managers. They also found that they were taking AK-47 fire whenever they got close to the building, so they pulled back and waited for the terrorists' next move. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Those managers call some of the most powerful politicians in Argentina Mommy and Daddy, and they all seem to have gotten their jobs as political favors to their parents. Who gave them those jobs? Why, Mr. Gospic from Cayman Brac did. He just happens to have a small ownership share in the meatpacking operation. That, incidentally, is why a request was made for the Men in Black. We can figure out the puzzle behind this later, though. Right now, we've got at least 2 dead hostages and a threat to kill another one on the hour if we don't meet their demands. Get to work.
We're starting to find some links here. The story we're being told on the estate incident is that a member of the household staff took advantage of Gospic's absence. He'd run up debts with some local smugglers, and to pay them off, he offered the house as a base of operations. It's a good story, but it's difficult to verify. It seems that the employee in question, a gardener named Michael Curry, was found conveniently dead afterwards. Very neat, 1 bullet to the back of the head. Not at all what you'd expect in a firefight. In any case, it turns out that Mr. Gospic owns a minority share in the meatpacking operation you're going to be liberating. He also has his fingers in a dozen other industries, ranging from shipping to oil exploration in Venezuela. And one of his companies made a massive contribution to the campaign fund of a far right-wing presidential candidate named Alvaro Gutierrez. Gutierrez is quite the character himself. He's got support from a half-dozen neo-fascist organizations, but he's been good at maintaining a politically appropriate distance. Intel has, however, managed to link him to the terrorists from Switzerland. It seems he helped a few of them get their passports. The final piece of the puzzle we've got in hand comes from the terrorists in the meatpacking plant. Several of their demands reiterate those made by the shipyard terrorists in Bergen. There's something here we're not seeing.
Just a reminder, a lot of the hostages are related to VIPs. Be gentle.
Huh?
Hostile down. Hostile neutralized. Hostile down. Contact. Threat eliminated. Threat down. Hostile neutralized. Move out. Let's go! Move, move, move! Fall in. With you, sir. Tango down. Hostile eliminated. Hostile neutralized. Threat down. Threat hostile neutralized.
Please, help me! Here, I'm right here. Hurry up!
Follow me.
Okay.
Stay here.
Don't forget me, please!
Hostile down. Move out. Move out. Reform on me. In formation.
Mission completed.
The Argentine government has extended its official thanks for your good work.
Hostage secured. It's all over. You're safe now.
Well, I saw him in the doorway. Then he just waved and kept going. I swear, if he hadn't been there, the guy would have shot me. I'd be dead right now. Stone dead.
Operation Stone Cannon. An import-export firm in Porto de Alegre, Brazil, is allegedly housing what authorities have identified as components of a chemical nerve agent. Surveillance data has been confirmed by details of confessions extracted from several of the terrorists captured on Cayman Brac. Your mission is to raid the company's warehouse and secure all chemical agents on the premises.
Since Rainbow keeps on getting tapped for missions in the Western Hemisphere, a suggestion's been made to keep you stationed out at Langley temporarily, at least until things calm down. In the meantime, we've got a new assignment. A U.S. Coast Guard cutter intercepted a freighter bound for Savannah. On board were a few hundred kilos of cocaine, approximately 20 crates of assault weapons, and a few million sheets of neo-fascist propaganda. The ship's manifest pointed the Coast Guard to a shipping firm in Porto de Alegre, Brazil. Coincidentally, that's the same company some of the prisoners from Cayman Brac mentioned in their plea bargains. With that information in hand, the Brazilian government began surveillance of the operation. They hit the jackpot. We've got footage of guns and drugs going in and out of the warehouse. The surprise here, though, is that we've also got video of what looks like chemical weapons containers labeled in Russian. Technically, this sort of operation isn't under our jurisdiction, but I twisted a few arms and got the assignment. This looks too much like a part of what we're already dealing with for me to let it go.
You did nice work in Argentina, and now Intel's hoping to return the favor. At this point, we can confidently state that the burglars at the meatpacking plant were there to destroy 40 years worth of financial records. You'd think a match would have done the job, but they seemed intent on keeping the plant intact. The good news is, they didn't nick the backups. We found those, and we're beginning to see why someone wanted the lot destroyed. It's going to take weeks, if not longer, to decipher them. But one thing is clear. That packing plant was used as a cover for a great many things. As for the import-export firm, the surveillance footage we've got shows them moving a lot of gear in and out, including what looks to be top-of-the-line weaponry. Be prepared. They're not going to be firing cheap AK-47 knockoffs when you come through the door. We're still working on getting a final translation on the labels on the shipping containers, but a first look confirms our worst fears. It's the components for the VX nerve gas. VX, in case you were wondering, is a nerve agent that binds to the neurotransmitters and blocks them. It doesn't matter if you touch it or inhale it. The end result is a quick, agonizing death, and the amount required for a lethal dose is tiny. Even worse, the stuff sticks around forever and adheres to damn near any surface you can imagine.
This one's full throttle. Ladies and gentlemen, play rough.
Hostile down. Hostile neutralized. Hostile down. Threat down. Contact. Hostile down. Threats down. Contact. Tango neutralized. Contact rear. Hostile neutralized.
Forget this.
Move out. Threat eliminated. Reform on me. On the... With you, sir. Threat neutralized. Contact. Hostile eliminated. Threat down. Hostile neutralized. Move out. Let's go! Move, move, move! Threat eliminated.
formation. Open door. Yes, sir. Reform on me. With you, sir. Tango, down. Hostile eliminated. Hostile. Threat eliminated. Move out. Fall in. In formation. Hostile neutralized. Hostile down. Hostile eliminated. Threat down. Threat neutralized.
What was that?
Contact. Threat eliminated. Contact rear. Tango down. Hostile neutralized. Hostile down. Threat neutralized. Hostile down. Threat down. Hostile down. Tango down.
Mission completed.
We found what we were looking for. Good work.
Operation Shattered Glass. Rainbow has been authorized to plant audio surveillance devices in the penthouse of Alvaro Gutierrez, an extremist Argentine politician. Gutierrez has been linked to both the incidents in Switzerland and Nicola Gospic, the owner of the Cayman estate and the meatpacking firm. Your mission is to plant bugs in the computer and one of 2 phones in Gutierrez's apartment.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start closing the net on an Argentine politician named Alvaro Gutierrez. We've got circumstantial evidence that Gutierrez is linked to Gospic. I want to get something concrete and find out what those 2 are up to. So far, all we've got is that it's big, it's dangerous, and we can't see it all. That's why you're going to bug Gutierrez's penthouse. I want to know who he's talking to, what he's saying, and when he's saying it. Hell, I even want to know if he snores. He's cagey, though, so while you're upstairs, the local cops are going to be downstairs, tearing his offices apart. It doesn't really matter if they find anything. They'll keep Gutierrez busy enough that you should have a relatively clear run through the penthouse.
Our people sat down with Mr. Gospic for a little chat, and he seems nice enough. He arrived in the Caymans back in the 1940s, already wealthy, and claims to have been lucky in business ever since. I think we got 10 apologies for the incident at his estate, which he called a terrible accident, and he's promised to hire more security so that it never happens again. Right now, we've got nothing on him, except that some of his companies are mixed up in a very bad business. Indeed, he seemed extremely upset over that old records mess in Pilar. Nothing links him directly to trouble, though. Gutierrez is a different story. For one thing, the terrorist who survived the Swiss highway firefight gave us his name during questioning. For another, several of his bodyguards were former People's Social Nationalist thugs, at least before he put them in tuxedos to watch his back. Make no mistake though, they're still thugs. If Gutierrez wins that election, things could get very ugly indeed.
Gutierrez's bodyguards may not be bright, but that doesn't mean they're bad at what they do. Avoid all contact.
Vaya partidazo, ¿eh?
Mission completed.
Very slick, people.